right, it's Ask SP time. Let's see what kind of questions have hit the inbox this week. Will they be curly questions? Or perhaps just a little bit wavy? Well, there's only one way to find out, so let's jump right in with this video from Pikachu? Wow! I can't believe he watches the show.
Hey, it's Pikachu here, and I have a few questions for you. But first I need to show you something.
Ooh, emoticons! Way! Oh.
Now I'm done. So, what is the most played Pokemon game? And second, what is the best Nintendo Switch game? Bye!
Thanks, Pikachu. Your question about the most played Pokemon game sounds like one for Darren to me, so I'm just gonna get him on the line.
Hello, this is Darren.
Hi, Darren. It's Rad. I was hoping that you could help me with a little bit of data.
Oh, affirmative. Data is my middle name. Well, actually, it's part of my first name.
I thought the D in Darren stood for Darren. Anyway, what's the most played Pokemon game?
Well, it can be hard to quantify the most played game, but we can see which Pokemon games have been the most popular according to sales. So not counting spin-offs or games like Pokemon Go. The original first-generation Pokemon games, which were known as Red and Green in Japan and Red and Blue in other parts of the world, are said to be the highest-selling Pokemon games. Pokemon Yellow is also usually counted with these, as it is a special edition, enhanced version of the Red and Blue games. Taken all together, these games have a combined total estimate of over 45 million copies sold. Not to mention all the additional players accessing the game through the Virtual Console after their original release.
Whoa, over 45 million? That's a lot of Pokemon.
Affirmative. Of course, this is based on the best available sales figures for those games from the time, so there is some margin of error. Oh, I do hate it when data isn't definitive. If robots were in charge, that surely wouldn't occur. But I digress. Oh, and the latest main Pokemon games, Pokemon Sword and Shield, are also reported to have sold over 16 million copies worldwide in the first 6 weeks of their release, which is quite an achievement.
Seems like even 24 years later, people love to catch 'em all. Well, thanks for your help, Darren. Bye!
You're welcome. Bye-bye!
Now to your question about the best Switch game. Well, like we always say, there's not really any such thing as the one best game. It really depends on what you like to play. Games like Animal Crossing New Horizons, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Luigi's Mansion 3, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Splatoon 2 are all really good and worth looking at. Personally, I'm a huge fan of some of the indie titles available on Switch, like Untitled Goose Game or Bubba Is You for some very tricky puzzling. Or maybe the SteamWorld games, all of them are so good. Or Into the Breach, and Wargroove if you're a strategy fan. Which I am, and I must say Wargroove is excellent. Now moving on to our next question, and this one comes from Queen N in Adelaide. Hi GGSP, can you please answer my 2 questions? 1. Is Talking Simulator on the Xbox 360? 2. Is Procreate a game? If it is, can you get it on an Apple laptop? That's all for now. Love, Queen Nutrients. Thanks, Queen Nutrients. If you're wondering if Talking Simulator, which is actually called Speaking Simulator, is available on the Xbox 360, well, the answer is, unfortunately, no. It's only available for PC and Switch at the moment. It may come to other consoles at some point, but I think it would be pretty unlikely to come to Xbox 360 in the future, considering that that is an older console, and developers usually focus on the current generation of consoles. Now to the question of whether Procreate is a game or not. Well, Procreate is actually an art and design app, rather than a game. It's more like a tool or program for creating graphics and artwork, similar to something like Microsoft Paint, but much more complex and professional. Now on to our next question, and it's a quick video from Tyler.
Hi GGSP, my name's Tyler, and I'm only got one question. Have you guys ever made a review on Journey? If not, can you please make one? Thank you, bye!
Thanks, Tyler. So yes, Journey was reviewed on the show by Barjo and Darren back when it was released in 2012. You can take a look at it in our online archive to see what they thought. I also know Jem included Journey in her top 5 chill games. That video is also available for you to watch online. And you might even like some of the other games in her list if you enjoyed Journey. As for my thoughts on the game, well, I thought Journey was a beautiful and moving game experience. And that music, oh, it's just stunning. You can see and feel its influence on a lot of other games too, like Rime, Gree, Faye, and of course Abzu, which is from the same art director, or Sky, Children of the Light, which is from the same game studio. Journey really takes you on a journey. But that's all the time we have for our question journey for today. If you've got a question that you'd like us to answer, go here and send it in. Oh, and make it a video question to score some cool GGSP loot if we put it on the show. Now, would we consider those questions curly? They were certainly crimpy. Frizzy questions, fizzy questions. Makes you think.